This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 28th of August. I'm James Spann. Obviously, all eyes are on the tropical system down near the western tip of Cuba early this morning. Idalia will likely become a major hurricane by the time it reaches the Big Bend region of Florida early Wednesday morning. And around here, heat levels down, rain chances up in the short term. Let's check the upper air look early this morning. And again, the ridge has weakened and is drifting back off to the west. And that certainly is, I think, good news for everybody, as we've had enough of the excessive heat for a while. Of course, it doesn't magically turn cool in September. We often talk about that. In fact, probably heat levels will be increasing again as we approach the Labor Day weekend. Let's go to the radar early this morning. And again, you can see a few scattered showers in progress across the state. Some of the more significant rains up in parts of the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama. And we can't promise rain for everybody today, but showers and thunderstorms will certainly be around. And in this air mass, they could be very efficient rain producers. And also keep in mind later today, when the air becomes unstable, we could see a few microbursts, localized areas of damaging straight line wind. So be aware of that. Temperatures early this morning are in the 70s. We're expecting highs today in the upper 80s and low 90s for most spots. Even in South Alabama, where the heat has been so bad around Mobile, heat levels will be down today. Still a few counties in South Alabama under heat advisories, but again, the numbers are going to be way down today. And of course, nationally, the big story, it's the hurricane watch in effect for the Florida coast from Indian Pass down to Inglewood, and much more on the tropical system here in just a moment. So here's the severe weather outlook today. We have a marginal risk from Louisiana to North Carolina, and this includes a pretty decent chunk of Alabama. And again, during the peak of the daytime heating process, this afternoon and this evening, we'll have the chance of local microbursts, small-scale areas of damaging straight-line wind, so be aware of that. Then tomorrow, we have a risk over parts of Idaho and the adjacent states, and of course, the focus is on Florida, where we have a level 2 out of level 5 risk, including Tampa Bay. But much of the peninsula on that dirty side of the tropical system, the right side, will have the chance of isolated tornadoes in the spiral bands wrapping around the hurricane. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, the same thing, the chance of a few isolated tornadoes for parts of North Florida and coastal regions of Georgia and South Carolina, well to the east of Alabama. And of course, a lot of rain with Idalia, the system producing rain amounts possibly in excess of 6 inches in spots over parts of the Florida Peninsula, up into coastal areas of Georgia and South Carolina. In Alabama, the amount's about 1 inch over the next 7 days, and the bulk of that will be today and tomorrow. So let's go to the tropics. And again, you can see we have 2 named systems on the board, Franklin and Idalia, or Idalia. I'm probably going to say that thing different every time for a day or two here, but you have to get used to these names. But the Franklin, first off, is going to move out to sea. Here's the 7-day outlook. And we do note a new wave is coming off the coast of Africa, and the Hurricane Center giving that a 40% chance of developing. Franklin is now a major hurricane. Top winds 115 miles an hour. That's a Category 3. It will pass well to the west of Bermuda tomorrow and tomorrow night, then kicking out to sea well east of the United States. So let's look at our tropical system early this morning. Let's call it Idalia. I've heard Idalia, we'll call it Idalia. The top winds are currently 65 miles an hour, and it's finally beginning to move north. This thing did a loop yesterday off the coast of the Yucatan, but it's now moving north around the Yucatan Channel. It's 7 miles per hour, and this should be in the southern Gulf of Mexico later today. Not much change in the forecast track. The confidence in the track is very high. The struggle, it's the intensity forecast. But no change in the hurricane watch. That will be that's in effect now from Indian Pass down to Inglewood, Florida, south of Tampa Bay. The area is in pink on that map. And a hurricane warning will be needed later today for parts of that area. There's a tropical storm watch for the areas there in yellow, including Key West. And you can see that the Hurricane Center has brought the intensity up now to that of a major hurricane at the time of landfall Wednesday morning north of Tampa Bay around Cedar Key. Again, modeling in very good agreement. So the forecast confidence is very high in the track. In terms of intensity, again, obviously we all know there's warm SSTs there, sea surface temperatures. The question is, will there be any degree of shearing that would prevent this from just popping into a major hurricane? And it sure looks like that any shear would be relatively light. This is the ATCF intensity guidance, and a few members do bring it up to a Category 3, as does the National Hurricane Center. So those in that hurricane watch should prepare for a major hurricane. This is the storm surge forecast, and you can see north of Tampa Bay, the surge is expected at 7 to 11 feet. And that number might be increased a little bit before landfall, but still, that's very significant. In that red zone there, that's a fairly sparsely populated area, thankfully. But down at Tampa Bay, understand the storm surge is expected to be 4 to 7 feet, which is very significant. And then the chance we're going to see some surge over to Indian Pass. But again, remember, the big surge is going to be along into the south of that landfall center. And this is the look at the new hurricane model, the HAFS, run by NOAA. And it's got the thing a little north of Cedar Key. This is Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern time. But that will give you an idea of what the radar might look like at that point. And again, we stress this hurricane will be well east of Panama City Beach, Destin, and points west. And the rain shield could even miss places like Cape San Blas and Indian Pass off to the east. But understand, double red flags will be flying for that entire central Gulf Coast. So if you're going down to Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan, Orange Beach, Destin, Panama City, the weather will be okay. A little breezy, of course, and probably not much rain, if any rain at all, but the surf will be very rough, obviously. And again, as you look at that map, remember the biggest chance of freshwater flooding, isolated tornadoes, will be along and to the right of the circulation center, which is over the Florida Peninsula. And obviously from there it goes on up and will be bringing lots of wind and rain to places like Orlando and Jacksonville. In fact, the Hurricane Center has Idalia near hurricane strength passing near Jacksonville Wednesday afternoon. And then you can see it's a tropical storm just near or just east of Charleston late Wednesday night. Then it kicks back out into the Atlantic as a tropical storm, most likely passing north of Bermuda. So that's the deal. Of course, all of this south and east of Alabama. So let's run through modeling. Model fans, this is the GFS. This is the 06C run valid today at 4. Upper high well to the west. And again, we'll see a marked increase in showers and thunderstorms today. Still can't promise rain for everybody, but they'll be around. Highs upper 80s, low 90s. This is the high-res HER model, valid this evening at 6. And again, you can see a number of showers and storms will likely be around. And again, keep in mind, we'll have microburst potential today. Strong straight-line winds. This is tomorrow, and again, a number of showers and thunderstorms are likely. Highs in the 80s. Idalia down to the south. This is Wednesday. Idalia's in over South Georgia near Valdosta. This is Wednesday afternoon at 4. And again, the better chance of rain with the system in Alabama will be over the southeastern counties of the state, where it's going to be breezy and they'll have some rain. But remember, we're on the better west side of the circulation, the drier side. And then Thursday, we are dry. The day should be sunny. The humidity value's down. Dew points coming down. As Idalia's over there north of Charleston near Myrtle Beach. Friday, most of the state dry. Evidence there could be a few showers down around Mobile. Again, highs upper 80s, low 90s for South Alabama. And the Labor Day weekend looks pretty dry. This is Saturday, this is Sunday, and a week from today. The ridge beginning to rebuild, and if that's right, Labor Day would be dry with highs in the low 90s. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday, the 6th of September. That stinking ridge rebuilding over the eastern part of the country, and that would be kind of hot with only a few isolated showers around. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean about 2 inches between now and the 12th of September. Look at the temperatures coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models for Birmingham. 89 today, then mid-80s for the rest of the week into Saturday. 89 for Sunday, 90 for Labor Day. and then low 90s for next week. And at some point, we'll get rid of that red, but not in this graphic. This is the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for September 4th through September 10th. Temperatures above average over the eastern two-thirds of the country with that ridge. Quickly, we'll check the radar again. Early this morning, we're live at 5:38. You can see showers and storms around over the northern half of the state. And again, we'll see a clear increase in the number of showers and storms today and tomorrow. And if you're just joining us, again, that's a look at Idalia down in the near the Yucatan Channel. And Hurricane Watch, Indian Pass down to Inglewood. Landfall will likely come Wednesday morning around Cedar Key, north of Tampa Bay, as a major hurricane. And again, folks, obviously, in that hurricane watch, need to be prepared and just be aware of that. Real quickly, a couple of sunset shots last night. Panama City Beach looking awfully good. And this was taken from Mobile Bay at Daphne. So that'll do it for the morning update here. Have the next video here by about 2:45, 3 this afternoon. If you're new here, we simulcast these on YouTube and Facebook twice a day, weekdays and weekends as needed. We were live yesterday. And busy week ahead. Quickly on the docket, going to Bluntsville today, Bluntsville Elementary School in Blount County. Tomorrow, Briarwood Presbyterian. I'll see their senior adults. Wednesday, we've got Gaston School in Etowah County near Gaston. Thursday, Hackleburg Elementary in Marion County. And then Friday, Summerton Christian in Walker County. We have no book signing on Saturday. We'll do the next one a week from Saturday in Tuscaloosa, and we'll have more details on that. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.